Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be your next quantum leap. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So for this group, if you've been struggling with indecision or you are currently struggling with indecision, I feel like that's what's changing. There's clarity coming in, or it's like you're taking the time out to really understand, what's next for you, what direction you want to move in, and then taking action in that direction. You may be currently in a period of rest or solitude while you gain clarity, because I do feel like for some of you with this Hangman energy, Four of Swords, Temperance, there is a really strong energy of taking pause and going within. So for some of you, you may be kind of engaging in introspection or changing your approach to life in general, right? Where you're slowing down, you're looking internally rather than externally for the guidance in regards to what is next. For some of you, I feel like you're connecting with a higher power, the higher realms. Even your connection with God, the universe, source is also deepening and expanding. And I feel like it's bringing you a level of clarity or knowing that's helping you when it comes to how to move forward, what to do next. I also feel like for some of you, your quantum leap is, again, trust. We have trust the higher plan, but I keep hearing for this group, trust the universe. So you're changing how you navigate in the world by increasing your level of trust, by following your own knowing and your higher calling. It's like you're going to be navigating the world through your intuition, through your sixth sense. I also feel like there's going to be more flow, or it's like when things are meant for you, it's almost like it's going to align. I don't want to say effortlessly in the sense that there's no action, but it's going to feel like it happens organically, that you're not having to force things, or, the knowledge you need or the guidance you need, you always receive before you next need to take that leap or take the next step. Yeah, it's almost like they're showing me someone that's dancing with the divine and how you move through the world, how you navigate. It's like there's this beautiful flow state, and you may almost find that what you most need always kind of stumbles on your path, or you fall into, I want to say, the perfect position or the most aligned position for you. It's just this sense of synchronicity and turning of events that show you that life, I just heard, is on your side. And again, that doesn't mean, there's never going to be an obstacle or there will never be a difficulty, but there's a level of flow that may have been missing previously, or it's almost like you can see when you look at life events and your life experiences, you can see how the divine is guiding you or how the divine has been helping and aiding you through that process. Yeah, with the Hangman and Temperance as well. So again, I keep getting this energy of healing. Well, all three of these cards: meditation, healing, introspection. You may need a little bit more quiet time as well, where you can just go within and be peaceful. There could be an emphasis definitely on solitude. But it's like you're understanding the quantum leap for you. It's like you're understanding that everything is spiritual and everything is God, right? That the consciousness of God emanates through all of life and all experiences. So it's changing the way you navigate the world, because it's almost like you're finding the sacred in the mundane, right? Or in the practical. So that's the energy I'm getting for you, where you can trust or see the higher plan or the higher vision, even in things that previously may have stalled you or you may have stumbled over. It's like now you can see where it was all leading, how it all fits together, and maybe you're changing your feelings or your mindset around, what's meant for you, what feels aligned to you. With Seven of Wands and Four of Swords as well, if in the past, again, I keep getting this energy, you may have been or currently be in a position where you're trying to make a decision or you felt a little bit stuck or uncertain. But with that Seven of Wands also, it's giving me the energy of, really letting go of, defenses or resistance to life, right? it's like if life is moving you in one direction, it's like now you're kind of moving with that or trusting that rather than there being any resistance, especially on a mental level. For example, where the mind will kick up and be like, oh, well, you can't do that, or fear is telling you one thing. There's something here where you're getting to the heart of the matter and you're trusting what you're feeling and what you know, rather than, you know, the worst case scenarios that your mind is spinning, or societal impulses that are pushing you in another direction. I feel like there's a level of peace and trust where things feel, or the decisions you're making feel more effortless. Your first oracle here, we have Shine Your Light, Wise Action, Space for Grace, Kuan Yin. Yeah, it's like you've left space here for higher guidance with this space for grace, or you're allowing the divine to work with you. And with wise action, it's like you're receiving the wisdom to know how to act, how to make that decision. So you're being blessed with knowing. And again, some of you, it may feel like you get the perfect download at the right moment before you need to take that leap of faith, or before you move in a particular direction. It's going to feel as though it's effortless, or things are just coming together in a way that enables you to, you know, for your path to unfold for the highest good. The other oracle is Dolphin Baby. We have Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time. Yeah, so again, we get this flow state where you're in this state of surrender, trust, also balance. I feel as though if things are chaotic in the physical world, or something goes astray where you feel that it hasn't gone according to plan, it's almost like you're trusting even the events that appear negative, because you know everything is part of the divine plan, or you're seeing the higher picture behind all that is unfolding. And I feel like it's changing the way that you navigate the world and your physical reality. Yeah, it's like you're seeing things from a higher perspective. I also feel the quantum leap for you. Some of you have really mastered the art of detachment, where people, things, situations, like they can't, I don't know, they don't get under your skin in the way they once did. Or it's like if there's a lot of intense chaotic energy and emotion and things are, you know, very messy, I feel like you're still in this state. You're able to hold your center even when that's happening. And it's like that peace that you have internally is starting to spill over into the physical, where things can't really affect you or get under your skin the way they once did. You also have 222 with these cards, so that number could be significant. But again, you may be feeling and sensing as well that you have a lot of angelic protection, or that the universe is really working with you and guiding you. You have cleanse, lifestyle choices, detox, nourishment with the 7 of Wands. Another part of this quantum leap is you having complete clarity on what serves your highest good and what doesn't. And that's what's helping you with your decision-making process, because there's no real uncertainty in terms of what you want, what you need, what feels good for you, what feels aligned. You're just kind of moving in that direction. And I also feel this energy of really trusting your knowing. But with detox as well, and this cleanse with the 7 of Wands, for some of you, part of why you may no longer be feeling on the defense or have that energy of resistance or a defensive energy is because for some of you, you may be walking away from a situation that isn't for you. And that may also be bringing you out of this state of indecision or uncertainty. Because I feel like it's like you're no longer fighting what your body already knows, is what I'm hearing. It's like that sense when you're in a room with someone or in an environment and all of your, you know, when your stomach kind of churns or the energy doesn't feel right for you. I feel as though you're trusting your instincts or your wisdom, you know, at new heights, and it may be causing you to say goodbye to certain things or habits, or let go of certain people that just aren't in alignment anymore. You have not all wanderers are lost, clearing the way, luck, opportunity with 4 of Swords. Yeah, so there could be this energy of cleansing, letting go, not, you know, saying goodbye to certain energies or patterns or habits that don't serve you, so that you can fully step into new opportunities, new luck, a new beginning. And with not all wanderers are lost as well, there's something about your learning that there's almost this energy of the future doesn't exist, All that there is the present moment. So all I can do is make the best decisions that bring me into alignment, that feel, feel good for me right now with who I am today. I can't predict how things are going to unfold longer term. And part of this flow state is you letting go of fear or future tripping, where you're not really, I just don't feel this energy of extending into the future. It's being very mindful and very grounded and present. We also have Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Yeah, so with this heart chakra opening, again, it's funny because if you look at this depiction, look at the portal around that heart chakra. When we release fear, when we let go of the mind and overthinking, it's natural for our heart to expand. And that's what I feel is happening. It's like you're living more so from the heart space. And with generosity, it's because you are feeling and receiving the generosity of the universe. It's like as you kind of come into flow with the divine and these higher energies, higher realm, it's helping you when it comes to elevating your own experience. For example, it could be elevating your finances, elevating the quality of people. I feel like there's a higher quality of life and connections that's coming towards you right now. Yeah, and with unlocking, I'm hearing having the key to the universe. You may also find or master a particular manifestation technique or spiritual practice that really unlocks things for you, where you're better able to, I just heard, direct your own energy, to navigate energy and really help, help yourself shift your experience. You also have Sword of Light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy with temperance with this healing. So again, some of you may literally be cutting cords with an environment, a situation, a person, which is helping balance out your energy in general. But with this breakthrough energy as well, I'm also getting the energy of epiphanies, right? Like having an epiphany, having a new awareness and clarity. And with divine protection, I already mentioned, I feel like you're going to feel as though life, the universe, the divine is really working in your favor or is in alignment with you. And I feel that's going to become more and more evident over time. With cords cut as well, I mentioned I feel like you've mastered the art of detachment, but there's something happening, and this could tie into, I was mentioning a spiritual practice that helps you manifest, but it's almost like you've mastered your own energy field where energies and people and situations are no longer, they can't, enter your energy field. It's almost like it's bouncing off your energy field. So you could be working with some sort of, spiritual protection or some sort of spiritual practice that's helping you anchor your energy and not absorb the energies of, chaos or toxicity, negativity, the energies of your environment, which means you're able to stay centered irrespective of what's happening. We have purity here with Knight of Swords. It's funny because you have purity with cleanse. So again, there's something, the eyes are so distinct here. It's like you're seeing something with new eyes or with a newfound clarity. But I feel, again, with purity, there is this energy. You have purity as well with clearing the way. So I'm getting this energy of cleansing, letting go of what doesn't serve you, and being really clear in terms of how you want to live your life. And when I say that, I mean how you want to feel. What energy, what vibration do you want to be in, and what energetic state do you want to be in as you move through the world and as you navigate your life. You also had here taking risks, and we have this eagle with this eagle-eye view and Page of Swords. So again, you're seeing things differently and your perception has changed, which is enabling you to easily take action. Because I'm getting like when that eagle is high, sky high and can look down, it can easily navigate the trajectory, right? What turn to take, how to get to the end result. And I feel like that's what's happening. Some of you may have an epiphany or clarity as well around the type of lifestyle you want and what's going to serve you in the future. You have appreciation. I'm grateful for the abundance in my life. As I direct my thoughts towards all that is wonderful in my world, my troubles and worries lighten. With a full heart, I appreciate all that I have. Today I accept what is as it is and choose to be satisfied. I express my loving thanks to the universe for wealth that is mine. Yeah, I already mentioned, like, I feel like because you're releasing fear and you're in this flow state, it may be increasing and elevating, for example, the amount of abundance you attract as you surrender the fear. It may be, you may be attracting in like better connections, better experiences. You also had God sustains me. As I turn each day over to God, my worries ease and my resistance softens. In the arms of God's love, I find inner peace even in challenging times. Today, my faith provides me with great strength. I welcome all that comes my way, knowing that the love of God sustains me. And this ties into this new life philosophy where it's like you're seeing everything as God, everything is universal consciousness. And it's like there's nothing to resist or push against, right? Some things may be more desirable than others, but you're learning how to anchor in that peace and faith, irrespective of what's occurring. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. I go to so your next quantum leap, I feel like there's a lot of faith and hope that's being renewed for you. There's a sense here as well of, coming out of, especially if you've had to really forge ahead on your own. With Family of Light, some of you may be coming into a time where you're really meeting soul tribe, you're connecting more deeply with other people, right? And you're learning how to kind of open up again, share that energy, or share, for example, with Queen of Wands and the Empress, your gifts, your creativity, your ideas with others. But there's something, it's like you're entering a time that's really magical where there's a lot of inspiration. And I also feel like there's a lot of otherworldly energy. For some of you, I really feel like you may be a star seed. Even with the star and Family of Light, for some of you, you could be meeting people that you've known in other realms, other dimensions. And that's also changing your experience of reality because you're realizing that reality is far more vast than what you previously considered. There's an expansion happening here with your consciousness. And I feel like for some of you, you've had to overcome some very difficult lessons or experiences on your own. And it may have been that you needed to be in solitude, or at certain periods of time, you were struggling to find people that could really resonate with you on a soul level. And I feel like that's shifting for you, where you're able to meet either kindred spirits or people that just better get you, better understand like your ideas, your philosophy, how you move through the world, and they perhaps share similar goals and direction. Yeah, with Five of Swords, I feel like for some of you, you've had to bounce back from difficult experiences, or when difficulties have arisen in the past, it's like perhaps it was just you that was able or there. You may not have had other people to fall back on or to help you in certain situations, which is great in the sense that it's built this resilience, this courage, this power. And I feel like for this group as well, you're also unstoppable. With, you've got the Star, the Magician, the Fool, Strength, Queen of Wands, Empress. This is like, I can bring my ideas into reality on my own, or I can manifest wealth, magic, empowerment, connection from, my own efforts. So for some of you, you may have also fallen though into the energy of hyper independence where you don't really need, or you feel like you don't really need anyone because you've always depended on self. But I feel like that's going to be shifting in the sense that you're going to be opening up to people more. For some of you, this is through something you've created or through a business, an endeavor, your career. But I also feel it's like people are going to be more receptive to what you're building and what you're creating. And I feel like that's going to have a ripple effect as well when it comes to your relationships and your relationship sector. Yeah, and with the Magician and the Fool, it's like not being afraid as well to start things from scratch. Again, I feel for this group, you may have lived through, whether it be like a lot of tower moments or difficulties and challenges, but you always kind of bounce back. And there's almost this resilience within you now that like nothing can break me, nothing can throw me completely off balance. Like I can always get back up. I can always change my method or my philosophy and, get back on my feet. So I feel like there's this knowing or this strength that perhaps you didn't have previously that's helping you kind of navigate challenges. I don't know, there's a level of resilience. I shouldn't say you've always been strong, but I feel like maybe I'm hearing test through fire where you've had to really cultivate that inner power and that strength, right? For some of you, you could be a fire sign because we have Aries energy and Leo energy very strong. We also have Taurus and Libra, Aquarius, and yeah, Queen of Wands, very strong fire, but you're coming off with this really passionate energy. And again, I feel like this strength is only multiplied, through living through many karmic cycles or difficulties. I feel for this group as well, like you understand how to turn, you're very magnetic, but you understand how to turn your passions and your interests into gold, into a finished product, into a new idea. It's like you can take those sparks of inspiration, but maybe information as well, and run with it and create heaven on earth. Again, I feel for this group, you're really tapped in. You have like a psychic antenna where you're able to pick up, on, different thoughts or wavelengths or ideas. It's almost like your guides or beings from higher realms are able to connect with you and access your energy easily in a positive way, where it's like they're giving you inspirational guidance. And for some of you, part of this support you receive hasn't come from literal physical people, it's come through your spiritual team, right? Where they're infusing you with hope, ideas, inspiration that helps you persevere. But I do think for some of you, it's like now it's time for you to meet people that with family of light, that feel like family on a soul level, and that really welcome and celebrate your individuality, your unique ideas, what you're wanting to create in the world. You also have purity. You are pure, open spiritual eyes. Yeah, I feel as well, I feel like you're a very pure soul, but with this jade crystal, you also have a very pure heart. And I feel like you're able to love at a level that may not be that common on earth, right? Like the depths of the love that you can offer is really profound. You also have an open third eye, and I feel like that helps you a lot with spiritual information, with psychic downloads and insights. I feel for this group, the word I would use to describe you is a visionary. You're able to get these ideas or receive these visions and then build them in the physical world, or build upon them in the physical world. Okay, the other card you had was Arcturians. Pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry with this Knight of Cups. So you may resonate with being an Arcturian. But this Arcturian energy as well, I feel like, again, you have a really otherworldly energy, or there's something about your frequency that's so pure, that's so divine, but people may not know what to do with it at times, right? It may defy their comprehension. And it's like, now I feel like you're meeting people that also come from, different dimensions, or think in a way that's similar to you. It's like really finding your tribe, but it's not, for many of you, this could be finding your tribe in the sense of future clients, or people that love your work, that love your creativity, that love your business. There's something here where you may be meeting these people through, having the courage to put yourself out there, right? Or share some of your talents or gifts and build something. You have fairies' orders, rest, replenish and release guilt with the star. Yeah, I feel like with the star, it's like you may have had to lean on the stars and receive your inspiration and guidance and love from those higher realms. But like with release guilt as well, for some of you with that star, you could have felt guilty or odd for being so different. Like it could have felt like a negative rather than a positive. Whereas now, it's like you're learning to embrace that energy, and you may even be showcasing that individuality or sharing it in a way where people feel really inspired by you and towards you. And with replenish as well, I feel like, again, some of you may have done or been through a lot of this journey in solitude. Not really, because you do have a lot of spiritual support, but physically, there may not have been a lot of support around you. And that solitude has also helped to strengthen your conviction, but also your self-knowledge, because I feel for this group, you know yourself at a level that, may be uncommon. But in terms of your quantum leap, it's like now people are receiving this energy and receiving your gifts, your ideas, your inspiration in a way that perhaps wasn't possible previously. You also have balance, cracking open, deep healing, balancing karma. Yeah, I feel like that's what I was saying with the tower energy. I feel as though you've already lived through many tower moments. You've already lived through the storm, or you've been through a lot of difficulties, and now it's like ready, or it's time for things to kind of smooth out for you, or it's like how you navigate the world is changing a bit, where there's greater ease, more flow, things feel more peaceful for you. With deep healing, I feel like you're coming out the other side of this. With the Magician and the Fool, it's like you've done this healing work or you've closed out certain karmic patterns and cycles. So this quantum leap involves perhaps really being front and center or really putting yourself out there in a way you haven't previously, where you can connect with more people, perhaps people can see your work or find your work. Receive your great ideas, but it's like you're going to be more visible and celebrated for that individuality. We have halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. Again, you have such a close bond with your guides, with light beings. You may have a better bond or a stronger bond with those realms than you do with people on earth. But I feel like that's changing with this family of light because I do feel you're forging stronger connections with other star seeds or people that perhaps are a little different in the or from the perspective of, the physical self, perhaps the way you live. Like you could be very original in terms of how you want to live, how you perceive the world, like not easily conditioned. And I feel as though you're meeting people that think outside the box as well. But I feel like you've mastered a lot of lessons already. It's like you've closed out certain chapters, you've gained all you could from those experiences, and now it's time for something new. You have third eye activation. So again, with open spiritual eyes in this card, you have a very active third eye. We have brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. So yeah, I feel like you can see and perceive things very clearly. Uh, it's almost like your guides are working with you because it's so easy to kind of download certain information or download specific ideas because you always act upon it or you can always hear them. And I think that ties into as well solitude. Because of that solitude, you're able to hear the divine more clearly because there's not as much noise in the physical world or the physical realm. And with that Queen of Wands, you literally have courage. Yeah. So this is what's next. This quantum leap, I think it is going to require courage, and you have that in, overflow, especially with that in the strength card. You've become so strong, so courageous, so resilient from this journey, but it may require, this leap will require courage. I really feel in regards to putting yourself out there or allowing people to know you, to see you, to see your work, to feel your energy and what you're about. There's something here where I feel like you're really going to take that leap and allow people to recognize you. You also had simplicity with the Empress. I just heard light as a feather. So as well, like your energy, I feel like is very light, whimsical, very high vibrational. But with simplicity in the Empress, it's like from taking this leap of faith and having this courage, life's going to become easier for you. Like I feel like you're going to attract more, not that you're seeking this, but I heard admiration, respect, and also more financial flow is going to be coming towards you. And I feel like life is going to become easier in the sense that you're going to feel as though you're living very much in alignment, not only with yourself, but with your divine purpose. Things are going to feel, aligned for you, and the people and situations that find you are also going to be in resonance, especially if previously you felt as though things didn't really align. We have here awareness. I open my consciousness to my true self. I understand that I'm here to grow, to free myself from conflict, and to discover who I really am. Today, I release illusion and the limitations of the material world in order to elevate my being towards the eternal light. I grow stronger and stronger as I explore the wonderful being that I am. This is what I feel like you've been doing on your own, right? Where you've been getting to know yourself, even like your higher self or yourself at higher dimensions, and you are your true self. You don't have a problem being authentic and sharing and expressing that. But now I think you're taking that true self and authenticity and bringing it out into the world, or bringing it, to a certain collective or community. We have a door to the infinite. At my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Today, I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I'm eternal, that I'm indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the higher levels of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. Yeah, and I feel like you're already in touch with infinity and a door to the infinite. I already said it's like you have like a line straight to the divine, to heaven, to those higher realms. And it's like you're able to receive so much information and so much wisdom from that. And I feel like you're really using that, but now you're integrating it in the physical or downloading that into the physical realm. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. So your next quantum leap, I feel like you're grounding something into the physical world, onto the earth. This could be like a business or an idea or some sort of inspiration that I feel is coming together or you're building upon. Especially with that Page of Wands, because I'm hearing building on something you love, right? Grounding something that you love, you're passionate about, but I think it's going to bring a lot of abundance as well, abundance and stability. But it's like you're grounding, yeah, and you can see this person. It's almost like you're using, some of you could be using spiritual practice or certain, because I'm getting almost like an energy of routines, right? Where you're taking this inspiration or impulse and then you're building a routine, a practice. You're taking concerted effort and action towards bringing it into fruition in the physical. Because for some of you, this could have been started as, a little inspiration or an idea, and it's like now it's time or it's ready to be birthed in the physical, or now it's time to, fully build upon that passion or that idea. I also feel like you've already been, do you know how they say, like, in order to know what you need or what you want, you have to first experience what you don't want? I feel for this group, you've already had enough experience of what you don't want. Right, with this Five of Cups and Death, it's like you've had, because I'm seeing someone taking different sips of wine and discerning like what wine they like, what they don't. There's something around you've already learnt yourself, or you've had enough experiences in the physical to gain clarity in terms of what truly feels aligned to you and for you. And it's like now you know, like this is the path for me, or this is the inspiration for me. For some of you, like where this, I am getting more of a career or life purpose feel with what you're building. So for some of you, it could be lifestyle as well, but they tend to tie in together. But I feel like for some of you, you could have had multiple different jobs or careers where you've kind of dabbled or you've got your feet wet and then you're like, oh, like I like some aspects of this, but then I want to do a bit of this. And that's how you gain clarity in terms of, what feels right for you and what feels aligned. But it's like now you know, or now you have this knowledge and awareness, you can move ahead and you can proceed. Yeah, and with King of Cups in the world, it's like I feel like you're trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. Yeah, and with Page of Wands and Two of Cups, I keep hearing you know what you love, or you know where your heart is, and that's what's guiding you. I should say, you know what or who you love. There's some sort of clarity around what really matters to you, where you want to direct your energy, what you want to dedicate time to, and what feels right. And I feel like you're not going to be wasting any time or energy on things that don't light you up or don't bring you that fulfillment. Yeah, it's like for some of you, you've truly discovered your life's purpose, like the thing that is most meaningful that you most want to do in this incarnation. For some of you, it's like, but now, and for some of you, I feel like you may have known this for some time or had an idea, but it's like now you're actually building on it. That's the quantum leap. It's going from an idea or a vision or mental energy into a physical, tangible structure for some of you, right? Where you're building that business or building that website or applying for that dream career. There's something where you're fully aligning with it and you're understanding that the habits you have and the action you take is what creates it, right? Is what determines your future, determines how things unfold and what will be next for you. And with Five of Cups and Death, I feel like you've already left the past behind, or it's like I just said past versions of you, past decisions or inspiration. It's like, it's not coming with you. You learned all you could and now it's like you're moving on and that's that. Yeah, it is going to feel like you're living with this quantum leap. It's almost going to feel like you're living in a brand new timeline because all the past timelines, it's like you fully, I just heard burnt away, but surrendered, released, transmuted. Yeah, like with this death card, there's a full ending before, walking on this path. And I feel like for some of you, I just heard you're going to dedicate the rest of your lives to this pursuit, business. For some of you, this could also entail like a connection or partnership as well. But I get, or it could be a bit of both, right? Where this is like a loving partnership and building on your life purpose. But I just get this energy where you know what you love, you know what your heart stands for, and that's that. And that's what you're going to be dedicating your energy to. So we have here the new man, enlightened masculine, potential, new earth. Yeah, there's something you're building for the new earth, right? There could be a new connection here as well that I touched on. And this, again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This can also be platonic, but it's like someone that you really connect with that shares a similar vision. But that won't be true for all of you. For others of you, I feel like you're bringing in something that helps to aid the new earth, right? Like this could be a business idea or a career path or a project that helps shift the consciousness of earth. And this is like your contribution, your legacy. There's a really strong energy for this group of thinking long term, like thinking of what's best for the world, for others, for society long term. What makes me happy long term? What brings true and lasting fulfillment? For some of you, if in the past, you know how they say oftentimes we mistake pleasure for happiness, right? Like fleeting pleasures, when really happiness is often linked to meaning and purpose. I see this jump here where, and pleasures are often short term, right? They're in the moment, whereas meaning and purpose tends to be a long term endeavor. You may notice that you are operating in a way or dedicating energy to the things that actually benefit and bless you long term and that bring that sense, that fire in the belly, where it's like, I'm excited to wake up and build this. I'm excited to wake up and create something. I'm excited to kind of take the next step. It's like you're going to be really enjoying and reveling in the physical steps and action rather than just contemplation or thinking about the idea. So you have Tree of Life here with Death. We have Circle of Life, Clear Energies, Channel. Okay, so with this card as well, like you may be cleansing certain energies, certain frequencies, letting go. But I feel like this is a channeled idea with the Page of Wands and channel. I feel like you've had this download or you've had some inspiration from the divine, from your higher self that you're now ready to take action on. And I feel like you've let go with clear energies. It's literally sitting on the death card. So I feel like you've already let go of or said no to the things that aren't aligned, the things that deplete you, that aren't going to take you where you want to go. And it's like now it's freeing up space and it's freeing up energy for the pursuit that I keep hearing is your life's mission or is fully aligned with your purpose. You also had Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's funny that you have grounding with this card. So again, you could be doing some sort of grounding exercise or activity that's helping really ground your energy so that you're able to kind of, and even look at the roots here and King of Pentacles also, look at the root system. So for some of you right now, yeah, in all these depictions, it's like you're setting up the roots of a business, an idea, a lifestyle, something that I feel like for many of you, I feel like you're going to be working on it for the rest of your life in the sense of successfully so, but this is your life's mission. This is what you're dedicating your life to. And it's like you're setting these roots in nice and firm. You're setting your foundation. There's a lot of stability here. But some of this root system developed when I was saying about, trying the different wines to discover who you are and what you're about, or trying for some of you, it's different jobs, different career paths to find what most aligns to you and for you. And I feel like you've done so. And it's like now you're building, or now those roots are going to bear fruit. It's like it's going to be visible or it's going to take effect in the 3D. He also had Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So again, there could be a union or partnership here, a union or like a business partnership, because I keep getting that with coming together. We have a depiction here and here. But I just feel it's going to feel as though your life is coming together, or this thing, this pursuit, this idea, this business, this career path you've been dreaming about for so long. It's like now it's tangible, or now it's coming together in the physical realm where you can literally see it, lay your hands on it, experience it. And that's changing as well your perception of things. Yeah, with that King of Pentacles, I'm also hearing slow and steady. I feel like this is going to be very abundant and it is going to be very successful, but you have to take your time tending to the roots and that foundation so that it's stable. And again, for some of you, this is generational wealth. This is like leaving a legacy. You have truth with the Page of Wands. I already said for some of you, I feel like you've known for some time what your purpose is or what speaks to you, but there could have been a delay or difficulty, or not even difficulty, but you may have delayed taking action on it, or there's something about this quantum leap that now you're fully ready to embrace, that those physical steps, the physical action, so that you can experience this, or so you can take those next steps forward. I also think with truth and grounding, some of you may be being very truthful with yourself around where you're dedicating or where your energy is being spent. Because I feel for some of you, you may need to kind of take a fine-tooth comb to certain habits you have, practices, ideas, things that that you may be pouring into, but that they may deplete your energy. They're not conducive to your long-term vision. So for some of you as well, it's like you may be freeing up space or time or even mental energy so that you can fully dedicate yourself to this path and to your purpose. And, things aren't kind of throwing you astray or throwing you off balance. We also have Wonders with Two of Cups. Yeah, I think it's going to feel magical because for some of you, again, like this could have been like a childhood dream, or this could have been, a purpose that you knew about for a long time. But it's like when you see it in physical form, or when it actually materializes and you have created it, it's going to feel like, I'm hearing that song, You Make My Dreams Come True. There's just that sense that your greatest dream has, come true. And it's like this sense of feeling blessed, right? That the divine is working with you or working in your favor. I also think others may have this reaction to what you're building or what you've built. You also have here Peter Light, cosmic downloads, higher heart healing, see the bigger picture. Again, I feel like this has come through a download, and we see the bigger picture. You're working for the long term. You're building something for the long haul that is going to lead to a lot of success and abundance for you. And I feel like this is an alignment not only with your highest purpose, but with the highest purpose of Earth, right? It's like, I feel for some of you, you're here to bring something in that helps to elevate the collective consciousness or helps to expand the consciousness of others. And it's like they're getting behind this idea or this vision as well because it benefits everyone. You also have abundance, raising your vibration, light missions, Ra activations. Okay, so with this card, again, definite abundance coming because you have the King of Pentacles as well. This is your mission, I keep hearing, and this is what you're put on the earth to do. With raising your vibration, there could have been some inner work you had to do first before you felt ready to bring this into fruition in the 3D or to take action to allow this to, bloom in the 3D. And Spirit's asking you to hold your faith, to not become disillusioned because this is manifesting and you're on the right path. You also have hope. As I enter the great school of life, I hold tight to my faith in God. God's love guides me and guards me in every situation I encounter. Regardless of what I confront, I trust in my true nature. Today I welcome life. I know the light will always return and there will always be infinite possibilities for me. Yeah, so I feel as well, there's like this great hope, this spark of joy, of inspiration, of knowing, what aligns for you, what feels right. And it's like this new doorway, this quantum leap involves walking into this new portal, this new doorway that's ultimately around the physical world, right? Taking action in the physical world and allowing that to guide you or be your guide. But I also think with grounding, again, you're setting up your foundation, which also for me shows routines. You're making sure that your routines, the action you're taking on a daily basis is aligned with your long-term vision. You have returned to the inner temple. Today I rediscover my inner self in sacred silence. This is the inner temple in which I'm able to calmly study the lessons life has provided me. Here I regain my sense of tranquility. I retrieve my trust in the universe, bathed in the light of my inner temple. I now remember the value of each and every step of my life. It's like this quantum leap as well. You're not dedicating any time or energy or thought to things that you don't value. You're only spending your time on the big picture dream, right? The thing that really lights you up, the people that you most love, that most inspire you. It's like you're being very discerning in regards to who and what you allow into your life and into your energy field. But again, I feel like you've mastered a lot of life lessons and self-discovery, so that now you're ready for these next steps, and it's like you're fully in alignment with your purpose and with your path. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So your next quantum leap, I feel like you're going through a huge ascension and upgrade in your life, right? Like there's a leveling up here. And also I'm hearing a new level of commitment with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Now, this could be a high level commitment in terms of a connection, like a spiritual union, but it doesn't have to be for all of you. This can also be coming into union with yourself, with the highest expression of yourself and your path. With the Hierophant, because I do feel for some of you, you are very blessed spiritually speaking. You have a very high level of awareness and insight, and I feel like that's only increasing and expanding, or it will be. It's like you're going to be seeing even more clearly than ever. With the Hierophant as well, I just heard the phrase master healer. So for some of you, it could be a master healer, or you may be coming to the end of a healing journey, for yourself that you've been on individually. Because with Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, it's like you're letting go of past wounds, past thought patterns, experiences, so that you can experience something new at a higher level. For some of you, you may be coming out of or healing and processing certain, especially negative experiences around other people, so that you can experience unconditional love. You can experience a genuine high vibrational spiritual bond. But there's something here where that's elevating for you because of experiences you've had in the past and what you've been willing to let go of or leave behind. With Page of Coins as well and Eight of Pentacles, I feel like as well, you may have done a lot of work, I'm hearing, to make this wheel turn, right? To let go of the past, or to shift your mindset, your perception, your view, so that you can there's new pathways and doorways opening for you. So this quantum leap is going to involve new opportunities, not just in terms of connection. I feel like especially in terms as well, in terms of your spiritual path, career, all sectors I feel are getting an upgrade because your energy and vibration has elevated. And with Ascension here as well, I'm always drawn to her eyes, but it's like you can, I'm seeing the gold, but it's like you may have the Midas touch right now, or you're able to see potential pathways that could be very lucrative for you, very blessed, very abundant, that may, lead you onto a higher path, or lead you to experience, again, more grace, more blessings. And if in the past you kind of felt like, or you weren't sure about how to proceed or how to move ahead, it's like now you're knowing exactly where to direct your energy, or what works for you and with you, what serves your highest good and what doesn't. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel for some of you, you've had to close out like quite a difficult experience, or you've been closing out difficult experiences so that you can get to the other side, so that you can have, different encounters in your life, even experience people and relationships in a different way. And with Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords as well, I feel like if there was any attachment to like negative beliefs or negative thoughts, you're letting go of that also. You're expanding your mind, or you're expanding what you believe is possible for yourself. And you can see, it's like you can see this person levitating, but it's like you've almost elevated above the swords, above a former point of consciousness. And again, that's what's opening the door. I also think for some of you, if you felt like you had to struggle to bring your ideas to life, or to receive your dues, receive abundance, it's like you've changed that mindset too, so that you're able to receive abundance or success, recognition, love in a way that's easier than it has been previously, or it's going to feel more effortless because of the change in your mindset and the change in consciousness. you're going to feel as though it's almost like your energy and vibration is going to feel lighter, and circumstances around you are going to match that. Okay, the first oracle we have Vision of Unity. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal activation. Yeah, if you had certain illusions with Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords that were fear-based or trapped, where you felt trapped essentially, I feel like you're letting go of that. Like you've broken through a glass ceiling, and it's like now I'm getting that sense of the world's my oyster. There's so many potential pathways for me. There's so many ideas I can act on. You know, I'm having new insights, a new awareness, and that's really helping you with this process as well. And with Vision of Unity, I feel as well like you come from, your mindset is one of a higher vibration, where you're able to see the bigger picture in terms of, you know, where to direct your energy or what feels right and aligned for you. And I feel like that's helping you as well navigate, because with that Hierophant, it's like a commitment to being your higher self or being your best self. I also feel like you're being very clear in terms of what you want and who you want to commit to. You also have synchronicity, opportunities in divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. Okay, so with this synchronicity, again, it's like there's new opportunities on the horizon. I feel like it's more than one, and I already said I feel like it's in more than one area of your life. Like I feel like your relationship sector is being blessed, your spiritual path, and for some of you, your career and your purpose. But I feel in general, it's like things are really, I want to say, speeding up or gearing up to help you take the next steps. And it's like trusting as well, like you're done with the past. I feel like with this energy, it's like you've closed out or you healed what you needed to be able to ascend to the next level, to move into a new phase. Okay, we also have here womb healing, and I'm drawn to the phrase here, sovereignty. So there could have been some time here where you were in, you know, a sovereign state. You were in your solitude, or you were spending time just going within healing. There's been a healing to the sacral chakra, the emotional body, and I feel like you've come out of that phase, and it's like the divine is helping you move into the next cycle, the next chapter, and really start fresh. But again, it's starting fresh, but it's starting at I feel a much higher vibration, or things are going to unfold in a way where they feel a lot healthier and a lot more aligned with you and for you. I also feel with Ascension as well, it's like, yeah, you've let go of ties to the past completely, or even, do you know how we can go through certain experiences and then with that Nine of Swords, the mind keeps perpetuating that story and that narrative. So it's like we experience it 100 times over, because when the emotion isn't healed, the mind just keeps going back over it. There's something here where you've broken that link because you've healed the root of the issue, the core issue, or you've healed the emotion that was behind the thought patterns. You have here the void, ego shattering, soul fragments. I don't know, fragrance could be significant as well, and emptying. Yeah, I feel like you've been in the void, or you're coming out of that void state, but it's like you've emptied out or you've closed out this past cycle so that it can no longer influence or affect your energy and emotion moving forward. And with that, you know, they say out of the void comes everything. It's like all these new pathways and doorways are opening up to you because of that void state, or because you spent time kind of emptying yourself, your beliefs, your perceptions, purifying your energy field, growing, evolving. It's like now you can reach new heights, or now you're able to you've created room and space for new possibilities because you weren't willing to settle for things that didn't feel aligned. With soul fragments as well, some of this healing process you went through could have been healing as well from past lives, right? Or an experience in this lifetime that had its foundation or roots in another incarnation. And it's like now you've healed that pattern completely for all lifetimes. Now you're not taking that energy with you at all. We also have Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like now you're aligned with your Dharma. Now you've taken that time to retreat. You've gone into hermit mode, you've healed yourself, and now you're moving forward. And with trusting in the process as well, there's going to be a lot of synchronicities that show you that the divine and the universe is supporting you on your path and the divine has your back. If you ever doubted that in the past, I feel like now you have this knowing that, you know, what is meant for me will always find me. Life is kind of working in tandem to help support me. You know, I can trust the journey, trust the process. I also feel with the Shambhala initiations, you've been, with initiations and ascension, again, you've been through so many cycles of rebirth, transformation, evolution, healing. It's like now you're coming out the other side, and I feel like things are evening out or balancing out for you, and you're going to see the tangible effects of that in the physical world. It's going to be reflected to you in regards to, you know, it could be, again, for some of you, a really solid commitment or a really beautiful connection or connections. But I just see in general, things are going to feel more favorable to you and for you. And it's going to be clear to you, okay, like I have successfully healed from certain things. Or it's like now I can see, you know, the fruits of my labor of what I've been working towards, what I've been creating, because it's like as within, so without. Now these inner changes and my new frequency is being reflected to me. You also have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. So for some of you, you could have a powerful voice, or you may be being blessed to really share your voice, whether that be written or spoken. But there's something here around, you know, if at any point you had blocks around that throat chakra where you felt like you were silenced or you felt as though you couldn't share your authentic voice and who you really are, I feel like that's cleared as well. But again, with this divine support, like you're going to have a lot of angels, guides, your connection with God is so strong that I feel like it's going to feel as though everything, everyone and everything, including universal forces, are kind of guiding you in the right direction or leading you along the right path. And there's going to be this feeling that, you know, I can trust what shows up, or I can trust what's meant for me. I also feel like for some of you, you may resonate with being an earth angel, or you have a very angelic frequency. You kind of embody this high frequency and have this effect on others, because I'm hearing other people may find you to be an earth angel as well. So you have trust with the Hierophant. Yeah, it's trusting the universe, but it's also trusting yourself, right? I feel like you've really restored your faith and trust in yourself in terms of what's aligned for you, what feels right, where you want to dedicate your energy. And it's having a huge effect in terms of as well trusting others, because I can't really trust others and have healthy relationships if I don't first trust myself. So I feel like this newfound trust you have within is being reflected in regards to how you connect or navigate your relationship with others. And I feel like others may have more faith in you as well, or maybe seeing you more clearly also. And that's, you know, that's blessing you in terms of your own journey. But I feel like you're going to receive the support you need to move ahead. Yeah, and you literally have opportunity here. It's funny, you have opportunities twice with the Four of Wands. Again, I feel like this could be in multiple areas. Some of you, this is an opportunity for a divine partnership, right? Or someone that's like a kindred spirit, a kindred soul. But I also feel there's opportunity again around your spiritual path and practice, your ascension, and also your career, your purpose, your finances. But it's almost like it's all elevating together. It's like, you know, when we have one positive event and then there's like multiple in a row, it's like they come in threes. There's that type of energy where multiple things are going to change for the better, and it may feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's just like things are really aligning for you, and that's part of this quantum leap. Okay, so we have never alone. My bond with God and the angels is a flame that illuminates my heart, regardless of the darkness around me. This bond is the foundation of my inner strength. It allows me to go on, having faith that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for guidance, knowing I will always receive its help and protection. Today the sun will rise and shine for me. I am never alone. Yeah, I feel like you've already learned that, and you do have a lot of spiritual support, and you may be able to feel the presence of angels and those higher frequencies, those higher beings. But I also feel like it's like you built up that strength potentially in solitude when you were alone, so that now you never feel alone. Okay, we have unconditional love. Today, I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of the light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in universal love. Yeah, I feel like this is what you've been practicing within yourself, right? And within the world, like seeing unconditional love in others, fostering this vibration within your own being. But it's now, life is now presenting you with that unconditional love. And for some of you, it is in the form of a partnership, because the quantum leap for you, or the next stage of your journey, is how to share that unconditional love with others, how to connect in this way at a higher level in union or in relationships, whether that be platonic or romantic. But I feel like that's the next phase for you, and you're going to see this unconditional love reflected to you from, as within, so without, because you've nurtured and built that internally. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.